I had an interesting question for one of my students. What's the strangest case of Shiva you've ever heard of? The strangest case of Shiva I've ever heard of is actually not something that I've seen, but something that's mentioned in Halacha, and it really tells us everything we need to know about what Shiva is and what mourning is all about. The strange cases where somebody passes away and they have no relatives. So, well, then we understand the community gets together and buries the person, but then we would naturally assume that since sitting Shiva, sitting in a house for 7 days mourning is an obligation on the relatives, since this person has no relatives, nobody has to sit Shiva. Well, the answer is exactly the opposite. The community chooses 10 people, completely unrelated, could be strangers that don't even know the person that passed away, and they sit Shiva for 7 days for this person. And you might say, what in the world is the purpose of that? The whole community is going to come visit them and offer them comfort, but they're not really sad. This person wasn't related to them. They might not even have known the person. And the answer is that shows that there's actually two aspects to a Shiva house. The first one is comforting the mourners when we go and offer them words of comfort. But the second idea is that it's an honor to the dead person. We say that there's nobody among the Jewish people who don't the community isn't lacking without them. Everybody had their place, and it's our obligation to honor the person by showing that, by reflecting that, by paying a show call. We show that we recognize the influence that this person has, because everybody in among the Jewish people are important. So to the point where we'll put 10 people just out of an honor to the dead person, we'll have them sit Shiva for them. So that's the strangest case I ever heard, and it really does teach us a foundational point of what Shiva is all about. Not just comforting the dead, but showing honor, not just comforting the mourners, excuse me, but showing honor to the dead as well.